hope traders and investors alike were green today. The power of being informed while you're trading is just incredible. So we got the news that come in for this big pullback today. Before that, let's backtrack. So we gapped up this morning, so we had a big gap to deal with. A couple of things that we've seen in pre-market that we were gapped right up into our weekly 200, which is a major area of resistance that we have talked about. Another thing that we spotted in pre-market was we had a divergence. We had the market gapping up, we had the VIX gapping up. So right there we had a divergence in the market. We were trading in a very tight range. At one point it was just, $1 to $2 range, and that makes it tough. There's places that you can get in and make money, and of course there were some honey badgers in the market. Those are the ones that you want to go after when the SPY is trading like this. But you can see that Apple news come in, which we were on. That Apple news come in and talking about layoffs, and the market started to pull back, and it pulled back big time, and we were able to take advantage of this. I got in for a 40% play, up to 40%. But I know some of the members, they took 100% plays on this big pullback. So a few of the other things that we were watching, semis, they were coming after semis hard. NVDA had very heavy 170 flow coming in on it. I mean, this thing was saturated, and I believe the 167.50s, but the 170s, they were hitting it repeat activity, one after the other, and you can see the push on it until the Apple news come out, and then it continued to pull back, but had a nice push. AMD as well had a decent push. So, and you can see we pushed right into a fib level there. So at that level, you'd been looking for a reaction for a play on the short side, and the Apple news kind of helped that out with the pullback. So the timing was good there on a resistance level. We've seen very, 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 very heavy put flow coming in and I haven't even looked at this chart yet, for BITO. Out for September 16th. I mean, very heavy put flow. Believe it was well over 1 million. I haven't done the actual math yet, but it was well over 1 million that come in for plays like that, and they kept hitting it repeatedly. So some more news that we had come in today was FCX. Seeing some heavy FCX flow come in, and that was a nice push there as well. Wasn't affected by that Apple pullback as bad as a lot of the other ones were. Let's take a look at Oxy. So crude broke out of the bear flag that we had talked about in the video over the weekend. And you can see Oxy here pushed right into a famous level, 61.60, and we got a rejection there. So Trend Catalyst members hear that number so often, they know hitting that number that, hey, we're waiting for a reaction at this number. What are we going to get? You can see the wicks, you can see the downside broke below the 9, and even though it wasn't an incredibly fast move, there was definitely money to be made there. AFRM, Square, they were running hard at market open. You can see the big push, the pull back to the 50, and then pushed again. ROKU also got a little action today. And Netflix coming into earnings tomorrow. I know that's been on a lot of people's radar as well. You can see pretty much a double top here. You can see we're right back to the same area we were rejected in pre-market, so that could have been an entry. So this is one that we definitely called today. I didn't spend a whole lot of time watching Netflix, but you can see it had a nice push as well, right into, just like Roku, right into the previous high of the day, which found resistance there. So there's all these little areas like this that you can look for entries, and plus, just the power of being informed and getting, so in the Discord we have live market commentary and live news squawks, and the power of having these these tools, and me being live, being able to talk to members. So as we get stuff that happen and stuff that comes out, news events throughout the day, we're able to take advantage of them. So I mean, this like we hadn't started pulling back. We got that news and then started pulling back. So it was perfect timing. And there was so many ways to make money during that. I traded Tesla. All my trades today were Tesla and the SPY. I did go after the SPY quite a bit, but you can see Tesla here. I called this ascending triangle. I'm sorry, I called this symmetrical triangle right here and got a nice breakout. So we got a nice little trade in there. You can see the second symmetrical triangle right there. We broke to the downside. I got a trade in there. And then the news come out. And at this time, as the news come out, I was focused on the SPY. But you can see the big pull down. We opened below all our major moving averages right there on momentum. You can see at that point, your MACD is opening. Remember what we say, that, you know, that largemouth bass. Look at the size of your histogram bars. So that was a big pullback there. I did miss it. I was trading Tesla at the time. Hopefully we'll see some changes in the market and we can get some more trade alerts out. Definitely been trading, but been taking profits very quickly. And by the time that I can get a trade alert out for you guys, I'm taking profits. And I just don't like to do that, because by the time you're getting into the trade, I'm getting out. And, you know, we're not here for that. We're here to make, you know, help you guys make money, and definitely not help you guys lose money. So I hope everybody has a great evening. Plenty of rest. Market's open tomorrow. Very interesting market. A lot going on. Oh, yeah, we had IBM earnings tonight. I have not looked at the numbers yet. I did post them, but I haven't gone through them and looked at them yet. But you can see the big pullback here in aftermarket. So I definitely need to get in there and look at those. That is something to watch for tomorrow. You know, we have a lot of these next couple of weeks. We have a lot of the big players coming up. So, and these guys, as we can see today, I don't think some people really believe that these earnings would move the market. And we just seen Apple come out and talk about, you know, laying people off. And that wasn't even earnings. They're putting that out pre-earnings, letting people know, letting their investors know things are happening. And we see the market pull back like we did. Another thing, so we've been talking about this bottom ascending triangle on the Qs over the weekend. So which the Qs look really strong here. Did a lot of stuff just got broken up. Unfortunately, we had a lot of stuff set up and just got crushed today. So the area of resistance here on this bottom ascending triangle, of course, the charts I've been posting from stock charts really doesn't show this, but the 295.48 fib level just happens to be the resistance of the bottom ascending triangle. And we kept hitting that. And, you know, like I said, in pre-market, a couple things in pre-market we had was the divergence in the VIX, and we were hitting on the weekly 200. So, you know, just knowing things like that in pre-market before you start trading is very, very helpful. Not surprised we pulled back today. I'm not even surprised we were as choppy as we were. You know, that was a big move up in pre-market. A lot of stocks had made their, you know, daily average range of a move, like Boeing. So if you look at Boeing here, Boeing confirmed that news. This big push in pre-market, as good as it looked, and it confirmed that news. And we, you know, one thing that we look at we get these big pushes in pre-market, we always expect a possible epic flush play. And that's exactly what Boeing was. Pushed up, never totally took out. I mean, you got some wicks up here, but never took out the pre-market highs with a full body candle, just testing it in rejection. Breaking below the moving averages right there. That was, you know, a play, coming back, testing the 200. So for me, entrance, get out. Just that simple. You know, pushing back up, testing, coming back down here. There's another entrance. I would get out at the 200. I would look for another entrance. We kept down, tested the 200, broke down from them candle bodies. Right there, there's an entrance. That would have been a little scary if you got in there, because you went right back to your 9 on your 5. But you're still good. Trade's still good. You know, you're at this point in time, the trade's all about the 9 on the 5. You know, the 9's resistance, you went flagged right into your 9 and continued to work down. You did take the 9 out there. That would have been time to get out. But if you would have entered from there and rode it down to here, you'd have made some money. Well, I hope to see everybody in the trading room tomorrow. And knowledge is powerful. Have a good night, everyone.